Oh, I felt that front wheel pop a little bit. Better balance than a soft tail, which I don't even know how that's possible. Man, this thing is nimble. Okay, let's see if we're all set here. Give me 1 second, be with y'all in a moment. There we go. All right, looks good to me. All right, so I realized I haven't reviewed that many 2025 motorcycles this year. I haven't even reviewed my favorite touring bike, which is the Road Glide. And there's one out here sitting on the floor at Speedway Harley-Davidson that has everything added onto it to make it the perfect machine. So we're about to take it out for a quick ride. I'm gonna go grab it off the floor so that way I can get Speedway Harley-Davidson's video going. But I'm gonna bring y'all along with me and we're gonna review this bike. So let's go. I think there's a plane somewhere behind me. What I'm about to do real quick is go over the specs of this motorcycle for Speedway Harley-Davidson's page, but don't worry, I ain't gonna leave y'all out. Then I'm gonna take it and do the first ride review. Then I'm gonna take it and review it for Speedway Harley-Davidson's channel, and on the way back, we're gonna talk about it. So let me get that done first so I can get this bike out on the road. All right, are y'all ready to get this review started? But first, let me show you something real quick. Since this tour pack was installed, I was able to bring my good hat, so let's do it. All right, so now as you can see, I am up here with this 2025 Harley-Davidson Road Glide. Let me let you take a quick look at this baby, because it is absolutely beautiful. So I'm sure you noticed that there has been some upgrades done to this Road Glide. In 2025, they did not come out with a Road Glide Limited. So Speedway Harley-Davidson built one. This bike is in Midnight Firestorm, and I mean, them ghost flames look dope on this baby. They've added on the lowers as well as this full-size tour pack that you can see the ghost flaming on as well. And other than that, this is a stock Road Glide. So let me go over the specs with y'all real quick. This bike comes with the Milwaukee 8117 motor, putting out 105 horsepower and 130 foot-pounds of torque. It's got a running weight of 838 pounds. You've got this 6-gallon gas tank that's gonna get you 44 miles to the gallon. You've got a seat height of 26.6 inches, 49mm front forks, and dual preload adjustable rear suspension that's hidden right here behind the saddlebags. You got a 19-inch front wheel, an 18-inch rear that you can barely see because it's hidden behind the saddlebags and the exhaust. And these saddlebags are going to give you 2.42 cubic feet of storage, as you can see. And I brought a water for the heat that's over here on this side. But this bike has additional storage with the full-sized tour pack that you could fit a full face helmet in that baby, or a sick-ass Western hat. You've also got this 12.3-inch full color TFT display that I'm cutting on here now. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. You've got full LED lighting, ride modes, rider aids like ABS, cornering assist, everything you could possibly want out of this bike. So that's one of the reasons that I call this the perfect motorcycle. So I am 6 feet tall, and what I'm gonna do is hop on here real quick, do a quick little spin around the parking lot so you can see how I look on this bike. So I'm sure y'all can see how good that bike looks, but it's not about how it looks all the time. Sometimes it is, maybe like 60% of the time with most people, maybe 80. But it's about how this bike rides. I know how it rides because I just rode it over here. But y'all gonna come take a ride with me and we gonna see how it rides together. So let's do this. Okay, so let's take a real quick look at the display here. So you're greeted to this beautiful Harley-Davidson screen. Again, it's a 12.3-inch TFT full color display that is completely visible in seriously bright sunlight because it's bright out here. You can change up your display, make it look however you want. You go over here and you jump into his touchscreen, but I usually use this. Give me a second, it's still loading. There we go. All right, so you jump into your settings. You got the option to keep your screen with this very contrasty look, or you can switch it into this bright display you see here before me, which I like the darker look better, which is going to be the high contrast. I like this one look better, so I went to the wrong setting. But you get high contrast, that'll make it dark, and then if you click that button on, it'll give you that white background. You also can jump up here and choose your layout. Right now we're in a cruise setting, which your GPS and navigation will show up in the middle, as well as some additional information about the bike. You can jump over to sport mode, which is going to put your tachometer and your speedo dead center right in front of you so that you can see how fast you're going. You can see when to shift gears, dead front and center for all of that performance riding. And then you get some information about the bike listed over here. And then you got one more option, which is when you're ready to go cross country. I said country or something. I don't know what I said, but when you're ready to do some serious touring, you can put it in tour mode and your entire center is going to be your maps. We're going to keep it in cruise today because we're just cruising back to the dealership. And again, this bike has everything you could possibly want. You got your speakers up front. You got some storage right here. You've got the lower fairings to help prevent wind. And you've actually got storage in these lower fairings right there that you can just click on open, which is pretty cool. Your controls, again, you got a more beefier control setup than the previous generation up here, but you do need that for being able to operate everything. You got your cruise control, everything up there. You got your button up here to cycle through your display. You got your traction control option. You got your left turn signal, your horn, which is pretty loud. And then you got your DJI Osmo 360 right there. That does not come with the bike. Over here, you have your mode button. And then you have your controls for your music. You got your hazard lights, you got your kill and your start switch, and you got the option to activate your voice assistant. But what we're going to do is get her cranked up and get her out here on the road. So let's do that. First, let's get the gloves on. Gotta get the gloves on. There we go. Let's make sure this tour pack back here is fully locked down. It is. Saddlebags are locked down. And we're going to crank her. There we go. We are all cranked up and ready to ride. So we're going to start off in rain mode. And then we're going to go to road and sport mode. You get a custom mode too, but I don't know if it's been set up and we ain't going to play with it. All right, so rain mode is going to be just like rain mode on any of the other Harley-Davidsons. It's toned down. It's meant for wet ground, but I call it a dual purpose mode. The reason I call it that is because newer riders who are intimidated by a 117 motor and the amount of performance it puts out can go into this rain mode that is going to make that throttle very toned down. It's going to reduce your throttle response, and that way reduce the amount of torque and power coming out of that rear wheel, so you are very unlikely to get any wheel slippage. The other cool thing is I believe it ups the rider safety enhancements so that way it's preventing this bike from slipping on wet ground. I have tried that out when we went from Concord, North Carolina up to Milwaukee with Tiffany Renee, because Tiffany Renee brings the rain and we got rained on a lot when we did that trip. So I definitely experienced rain mode and it does do its job. All right, but let's get out here on the road. I was just going around the parking lot so y'all can see how nimble and how easily this bike maneuvers. I mean, it's insane. But yeah, let's get out here on the road and have some fun. So what I'm gonna do here, let's get out of that screen. I do not want to hear music right now, so let's turn that down. All right, so once we get on the road, I'm gonna roll on throttle and let y'all see what rain mode does. Then we're gonna switch to road mode. Then we're gonna have a little fun in sport mode. And then we're gonna make it back to the dealership, and then I'm gonna hopefully get some lunch because I ain't ate yet, and it's like 4:30.
And I get off at 6. So yeah, I'd like to eat my salad, but I had a busy day today, y'all. I had a busy day. If y'all would like to see a video on what I do every day, comment down below and I'll try to make that happen. I'm gonna take this turn. All right, so we're in rain mode. I'm gonna jump her up to 2nd gear, about 25 miles per hour, and I'm gonna just open her up and see what she does. All right, there we go. It's not really doing a lot in rain mode. It's really toned down. It still will move, but it's not gonna throw you off the bike. It's not gonna be too aggressive, and it is not gonna let that wheel slip. So rain mode does a great job at what rain mode is supposed to do. But remember, it's called dual purpose mode for today's video. Comment down below, dual purpose mode rocks. So that way everybody will be watching it and they'll be like, what the hell is dual purpose mode? And they'll be confused, and the only people will know who are the ones that's here in the middle of the video. So all right, we about to switch up to road mode, which is the mode most people will be in the majority of the time riding this bike. And you can switch modes while riding. If you're hearing a shit ton of wind noise, it's because it's really windy out here, and I do apologize about that. But road mode is going to give you what your typical 117 Harley-Davidson would give you. Plenty of performance, nice smooth ride, nice responsive throttle, nothing that's going to throw you out the seat, nothing too ridiculous. Road mode is the mode most people will want to be in while riding. When I rode from here to Milwaukee on a road glide as well as a street glide, the majority of the time I was in road mode, unless I was literally tearing the road up. That's when I would switch over to sport mode. And of course, when it was raining, I was in rain mode. Man, this thing is nimble. Like, you can't even tell the tour pack is back there. You can't even tell that you own a 800 and close to 900 pound motorcycle. Like, this bike feels like I'm on like a lowrider ST, like one of the soft tails. And in my opinion, it actually feels better balanced than a soft tail, which I don't even know how that's possible. It could be a placebo effect in my mind because I said it feels so nimble and it's making it feel nimble, but I swear it feels like lighter than the soft tail. I don't know why. And it's extremely comfortable. Again, I told you I'm 6 feet tall. 6 feet tall, 230 pounds thick, and the bike is comfortable. When I'm riding, I'm at a complete right angle with my legs. I got these beautiful floorboards that I can adjust my feet on. If I get a cramp or something, I want to move it a little forward, want to move it a little back. You know, let me show y'all. A little forward, a little back. Hopefully y'all can see that. Back, forward, create a dance. It's comfortable. The handlebars are at the right height to be comfortable, and you can loosen these and roll them forward or back a little bit if you need. But they are right around shoulder height, which is giving me a little bit lower than shoulder, which is giving me complete control over this motorcycle, and it's extremely comfortable. There's no way for me to explain it to y'all how comfortable sitting on this Road Glide is. Now, hopefully we get to experience sport mode here today, even if it's for a quick second, but there is quite a bit of traffic, people getting off work, so I might not get the opportunity to get a big enough gap between me and the cars in front of me to demonstrate sport mode, unless it's on that final stretch of road on the way to Speedway Harley-Davidson, which I may get to do it there. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, when I first saw the new generation Road Glides and I took a look at them, they were not my favorite. I felt like the grill looked like an angry clown or something, but this bike has grown on me tremendously. The lighting system on here is just absolutely stunning when you're riding at night. It is very noticeable from a distance, and it is a good looking motorcycle. I mean, I do love the way this bike looks, and I love the way it rides. Like the suspension, I didn't even dial in the preload for my weight, but it is doing an amazing job at dampening the imperfections in this road. We've got plenty of wind protection. I'm not catching a ton of wind to the legs, not catching a ton of wind to the chest. And if you needed a taller windshield, there are options for that as well. I actually like my windshield lower like that. I actually got a lower windshield on my Dyna as well. I feel like the taller the windshield, for some reason, I catch head buffeting. I don't know why, or I don't know if that's something that's in my mind also, but I'm just not a fan of really tall windshields, and I don't like looking through my full face shield as well as another piece of glass or plastic that's on the front of the bike. Now, let's check out the braking real quick. All right, I grabbed a handful and the bike stopped. I was not shifted down to where I should have been because I'm up here talking. Don't talk and ride, people. Not a good idea. Road mode acceleration test. Didn't expect to do it, but hey, we're doing it. There we go. It accelerates. It moves the soul and the motorcycle. All right, so we about to turn the corner. We're gonna jump this girl on over into sport mode, which is what we are in right now. And once I'm able to turn, we will experience a little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit of sport mode. I do apologize that I haven't had the opportunity to put out as many videos as I would like to this year. I've just been so backed up with work. There used to be like 2 of us in marketing up here, but now there's just me. So it's a lot weighing on me, but y'all don't care about that. All right, so right now I'm at 25 miles per hour. I'm gonna just roll on and see what she can do and keep my eyes peeled. 1, 2, go. Oh, I felt that front wheel pop a little bit. Woo! That bike will move, man. I didn't want to go too fast. There was, it wasn't a good spot to go fast. I'll just say that. But that bike definitely did want to move. Sport mode is a lot more aggressive with that throttle response. Like it's a little bit more twitchy. Like I'm in 4th gear, and when I'm tapping this, like yeah. Sport mode is definitely meant for sport riding. I mean, it's meant to do sport mode, but it still feels good. That's the great part about these new touring motorcycles with the different ride modes. You can grow into them. You can start off just riding strictly in rain mode, and then you can switch over to road mode the more comfortable you get with it. And then when you're super comfortable, you can throw this girl on over into sport mode and get nasty with her. Yeah, I love the way this bike rides. I absolutely do. I'm even getting a little bit of an exhaust rumble back there out of these stock pipes. Now, is it sounding extremely epic? No, it's not going to. But there's a little bit of growl coming out of there. It's a little bit. But yeah, you definitely want to upgrade your exhaust if you pick up one of these. Don't be riding around here with no stock pipes. Like, get your pipes put on your bike before you even leave the dealership. I can't stand when I see some stock pipes out here just going past like, what is that? You supposed to sound like woof. Want to hear that joint growl, baby. That's what I want to hear. All right, I'm gonna throw it back over into road mode before we make it back up here to the dealership. Now in these videos, I always give a rating from 1 to 10 if I would put this bike into my garage. And when it comes to the 2025 Road Glide, my response is 10 all day. I would definitely put one of these in my garage. There are so many things you could do to this bike, and it's already great the way it is. It's not a lot you have to do, but you can do some things to make it even more epic. And the look of this Midnight Firestorm is absolutely beautiful. It's got that subtle flame ghosting on it. It's got a deep, rich, vivid black color to it. I mean, they couldn't have gone wrong with it. This is like the perfect road glide this year, besides the RR, which I wish I would have got a chance to ride that. I didn't. Very disappointed about that one. Very disappointed. Now I want y'all's answer on a scale of 1 to 10 if you would put this motorcycle in your garage. Also comment down below. Also, let me know how many of y'all have ridden the new generation Road Glide, and what is y'all thoughts on it? Do y'all feel it is as great of an upgrade and improvement as I do? Because I definitely feel like this is a much better ride than the previous generation Road Glide. Now, the previous generation Road Glide was not bad at all, but this is a game-changing motorcycle, and I absolutely love the way it rides. I absolutely love it. But make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment down below, and if you have not followed Speedway Harley-Davidson's channel and you want to see the video that I created right before creating this one, make sure you check them out too. But I'm about to go in here and get some lunch and call it a day. Deuces. Love y'all. Ride safe out there, people. Ride freaking safe.